They said the truth won't survive beside the lies that maintain the decaying face.
Hey everybody, what's up, man? It's Hold the Truth Hostage, where if the truth was so important, we wouldn't negotiate with lies. We would hold the truth hostage. Now, I got some news. I want to thank everybody, for the support. I'm almost at 600 videos on YouTube. I'm at over 140,000 views. I want to thank everybody. It's a major milestone to get to 600 videos. Been working on this channel since, I think, working on it heavy, dropping content probably around 2018 till about 2018 or 2019 when I really started. Also, I want to thank C.1. He's the one who told me, man, make some content, man. So, man, anytime if you see somebody named C.1, you know what I'm saying, and you're like, you want to see the origin of this channel, who gave me that boost that said, yo, go do it. C.1, I'll always remember that user's name. Respect to C.1 for telling me to, make some content. And, to me, because, a lot of people celebrate reaching sub counts, reaching 500, reaching 1,000, and reaching that, but they don't celebrate the accomplishments of the amount of content they've put out. I'm about to reach 600, man. That's big. That's huge. That's a lot of videos, man. I think I got more videos than channels that have been active for 5 to potentially 10 years. That's how much content I have on this channel. That's why I tell people, man, feel free to check the back catalog, because, a lot of people hop on the live streams and ask me, hey, hold the truth hostage, man. Talk about this. What about this? What about that? My brother, man, search the channel. You name it, I've covered it. I've covered so many things, man, on this channel that you'd be shocked. Damn near everything you could think of, I've about covered it. I've covered, male suicide. What's going on with a lot of men, and how I think you might want to deal with male suicide. You know what I'm saying? I've covered, the side effects of single motherhood. You know what I'm saying? And from a perspective of debt. A lot of people talk about single motherhood from a perspective of, raising the children, but they don't speak about the debt that can be incurred, the debt that can be created and passed on just because she is a single mom. Then I've talked about mobility, why you should prioritize your life to being more mobile and more minimalistic, and I've been proven correct with Conan 19 that happened. After you've experienced Conan 19 where they shut down the entire country, you have to understand that minimalism is all you can depend on. You know what I'm saying? They shut down towns and had supermarkets closed down that were active for over 20, 40 years. Some were over 100 years. Places shut down. The government didn't think about that. The government didn't care about these are staples of that town, traditions, like a diner that's been open for 200 years or, 150 years or whatever the amount of years, and it's shut down. A restaurant, whatever, shut down. The government didn't care, But, and minimalism, man. I've covered that. I've covered the dating simulation. You know, why you gotta run a dating simulation? You gotta simulate before you actually go on a date. I've covered why long-term relationships are really done and why we're really in the age of the temporary, the short-term, or the no-term relationship. You know what I'm saying? I've covered a lot of things, man. You know, I've of course you could watch those videos. Don't delete if you're dealing with some suicidal thoughts and stuff like that. Covered a lot, man. You know, about to reach 600 videos, and there's some stuff I haven't covered or I forgot. You know, I tell people, man, feel free to contact me. I would say join the Discord. Join the Discord, because I'm not taking requests from emails because, you know, due to some problematic alt accounts and trolls that, you know, that have sent me some stuff, and, you know, they try to, it's very risky with emails, you know, so I would say join the Discord, because, you know, people, I just don't trust emails no more, so I just leave it alone. But you could join the Discord. And you know, the other thing is, you know, I got plans for the channel. The channel will be changing. I've spoken about this on a live stream. I will be what's the word? Yeah, I will be pivoting the channel to be more of a full-time ghosting channel, you know, full-time ghosting, because I think ghosting will be a lot healthier for the mind and the body, and for a lot of people dealing with things. I think a lot of issues we have in the manosphere and men in general today is men are too attached to problems that they should be disattached. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men are suffering from attachment issues and suffering from actually needing struggle, as I did on a previous live stream. A lot of men are suffering from, they need struggle to validate their existence. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, masculinity today is deemed possible if it's deemed positive if a man is either risking his life. You know, masculinity is deemed not toxic if that man is risking his life, be it serving the military, saving a life from a burning building, or saving people during a flood. That's when masculinity is positive now. Other than that, it's deemed absolute negativity. So to me, I'll be pivoting the channel, you know, and I got some big plans, man. Big plans. There's a lot I've been working on in the background scenes. Because, you know, I believe in the year 2020s, we're in the age of, you know, making your own social media, making your own forums, making your own websites. Then while 2010 it was really about making your own website and your own commerce websites, 2020s will be really making everything on your own, you know, everything, you know what I'm saying, online, on your own. Because if you look at social media as really a clubhouse, you know, a big club, and they are deciding who they'll allow in their club, then you realize, well, if they start discriminating on who they'll allow in their club, I'll just make my own club. You know what I'm saying? I'll make my own club. So that's what's going on in the 2020s. I expect a lot of alternative social media sites to pop up, because, you know, this generation, you know, the millennials that are still active online, and the Zoomers are getting tired of it. You know, they're already tired, so they've realized, well, I'll drop out. You know, I'm leaving social media, but I still want to use it, and I still need it for other things, but I just don't want to use the current corporate social media. So I think a lot of people are going to make their own, and, you know, I'm working on something. You know, so I'll be pivoting this channel to more of a full-time ghosting channel, a ghosting in society channel, because, you know, I think that's going to be a lot healthier for people. And, I'll be starting a new streaming live stream. I plan to get a lot of this stuff backed up, you know, get a lot of this stuff backed up and put on my website. Got a lot of plans, man, you know, once we reach that 600. So, you know, I want to thank everybody for the support, man. You know, you don't reach these numbers. You don't reach the 600 count. And like I said, I've covered things most people won't, you know. And from a perspective, one thing I have the utmost, you can't even use that word anymore. You can't use the P word no more. You know, one thing I have one accomplishment I'm very comfortable with is that, you know, with my channel, I didn't promote being doomers. I don't promote doomerism. I don't promote the incel stuff. I don't promote the ender cells, as I've discovered. The ender cells, I made a whole video on it called I think I called it you could just type end, you'll see it. But really, I found the end cell, or ender cells as I call it now. But you know, I don't promote that. And then I don't have the closet here. There is no closeted activity. This is a heterosexual male channel. Warning, this is a heterosexual male channel. Warning. You know, so, you know, I mean, and I don't promote all that scam crap. And most importantly, I'm not telling you it's over for you, man, because the thing a lot of men need to understand is that it's not over for you. It's over for you to be interested in that society, and it's over for you to provide yourself as a resource. That's really what it's over for. It's not over for you. It's over for you being a resource for that society by participating in it from a perspective of attachment, you know. So to me, man, you know, this channel, we've been doing a lot. And, you know I'm shadow banned. I mean, they put me even further in the shadow ban. Like, they've even hid, with my channel, they've even hid the option for me to monetize. You know, they've hid that. So, you know, I gotta contact somebody. I gotta hire somebody. I'm gonna be hiring somebody to actually fix my Google AdSense. You know what I'm saying? Because the reason you want to be monetized isn't just you know, you could earn some money, but it's that when you're monetized, it signals something for YouTube to kind of leave you alone. You know, it kind of leaves you alone, and it kind of tells them, well, he's monetized. You know, he's more on the priority of, you know, leave him alone situation, or at least, you know, do some due diligence on what's going on with his channel. You know, I mean, I don't expect that to happen. After all, man, you know, this is primarily this is a heterosexual male channel, a black-pilled, you know, Casper pill. I've promoted that. So, you know, I don't expect YouTube, and I don't, at this time, I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? I got other things I'm going to do. Some big plans coming up, you know. So, to me, man, almost to 600. And, you know, we gone. The goal, probably with YouTube, man, you know, I'm at I'll hit 600 very soon. I plan to start a new series called 5 Minutes or Less. You know what I'm saying? 5 minutes or less, where I'll just, you could send me a request on Discord, and I'll try to reply to it and give my thoughts in 5 minutes or less. I plan to do some other content, you know, because I created a lot of brands up here. I got my Pop the Culture brand, you know, Pop the Culture. Then I got Best Damn Booking. I plan to try to see if I can interview a wrestler or something You know what I'm saying? And you know, I got the what they call that? Give me a second. Yeah. You know, I got the Backers backpack. I got a lot of brands, man. I got a lot of things coming up, and very soon, that full-time ghosting, man, you'll be able to let the world know that you a ghost. You know what I'm saying? Because ghosts can be seen. You know, you gotta understand, a ghost can be seen, not felt. You know, a ghost can go through walls and through attachment. You know, so you know we ain't part of that whole. Cause I've spoken to some guys that tell me, well, this Casper pill thing, it's gray man. No, man, the gray man is really just another guy trying to validate society by deeming that he must hide whatever he owns, he must hide himself. So he's validating himself by concealing himself to that society because he doesn't want them to know what he's got, what he's doing. In reality, he's really just validating that society by concealing his life because he fears them seeing, and he's basing his whole life on them and all that BS. Nah, the Casper pill is completely different. You know, the full-time ghosting is different. You know, a ghost doesn't care if it's been seen, you know. But, you know, like I said, I'm going to be pivoting the channel. And, you know, I got some plans for a lot more content. And, you know, I got to look back. You know, I think the video I got to do now that's been in the works, I need to make a video for the Casper Pill 3.0. I made a live stream, but in the live streams I tend to, you know, go so long and I'm talking to people in the comment section. So, you know, the conversation usually goes, you know, it deviates from it, which ain't a problem. I mean, you know, it's called interacting with the people on the stream. So I gotta make a video for the Casper Pill 3.0, and then I gotta make a video for the Black Pill 4.0. You know, the Black Pill 4.0, I gotta make a video. And you know, I plan to make a video for the Gold Pill. You know, I plan to really for the 600 videos, I plan to go backwards. You know, touch up on some old requests. A lot of people been requesting to me, even though I got on this channel what the Gold Pill is, so I got to make a new video for that, you know, on its own. You know, there's a lot of plans, you know, there's a lot of plans to make some new content. Because at some point, man, my thing is, you know, I don't want to keep regurgitating talking points, you know, regurgitating them. And even though I understand, you know, I don't usually do, you know, I talk about a lot of things. I plan to start other stuff, some new type of videos, man, you know, new plans down the line. I plan to bring back, I made a few videos on the Infinity Pill, you know, the Infinity Pill. I made that videos, a couple. So I'm going to bring that back. I plan to bring that series back because I think with AI happening, you know, I made the Infinity Pill video way back, but with AI happening, man, we need to evolve the conversation beyond relationships, dating. We got to start talking about the future of mankind and the fact that pretty soon we're about to overcome man's greatest weakness. Man's greatest weakness is his biology. You know what I'm saying? His biology. It's our biology that's our weakness. You know what I'm saying? And it's actually nature. We're still cuffed by nature. We're still handcuffed by nature. And we're going to overcome that. You know, what I mean by that is very soon having a child with a woman's going to be extremely rare. It's going to be seen as old school and problematic because what's going to happen is they're just going to allow you to mix your stem cells. You know what I'm saying? Mix the cells of different people. And what's going to happen, I think, because of this to drop some infinity pills, man, because of this, man and woman's relationship is truly about to change. I think the relationship between man and woman will truly become something of just sex. You know, we have some of that now, but I'm telling you, with AI and all the technology happening, you know, I think we're heading towards where women will just be sex objects, you know, because what's gonna happen is, you see, China had the one child law. I think China might be the ones who really increase this narrative I've been pumping out. I've been saying this for over 2 years. I've been saying this for over 5 years, that man's greatest weakness is that we need a woman to have our child, and we need her to hold our child for 9 months. It's not gonna allow us to dominate space. We can't dominate traveling to space, going to other galaxies by needing women to have children. You know what I'm saying? That's a weakness. And what's gonna happen is, I think this society's been training a lot of men. There's so much negativity, such a great divide between men and women, you know what I'm saying, that the government's been creating. And remember, the government is our fellow man. So if the narrative is, you know, a lot of people talk about elites and all that, but they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You know, a lot of people talking about the elites, they talk from a surface level, you know what I'm saying, from a surface level perspective. They do not speak from a below the surface, you know what I'm saying. I think, you know, to drop some infinity pills, I think, man, the whole narrative and antagonism with feminism and all that between men and women was to actually, in society for the first time, is to have a society, and you could look it up, that since 2019, over 40% of men are choosing not to date. They're choosing to be single. And I think this was all set up and this was all planned, because when it's all said and done, very soon men and women will not need each other. And the way it's gonna work is that I personally think you'll be able to just merge DNAs. You'll be able to come up to somebody and say, "Oh, I want to mix your stem cells with mine," you know, so we can create a more powerful man. And what's gonna happen is, let's say you look at LeBron James. And you looking at LeBron and you're like, man, he's an athlete. He's a freak of nature with athleticism. You know, I want my son to have those type of abilities and be that level dominant. So what's gonna happen is, man, because you know, I've been in the manosphere, a lot of men here talk about the artificial womb. You know, that's old news. That's bullshit. That's old. What's gonna happen is stem cell research. You know, you're gonna be able to merge your DNA with another man's DNA to create like a supreme, more dominant male child. You know what I'm saying? And what's gonna happen is, you're gonna see this happen where men will be getting stem cells from other men. And the way you get stem cells now, you know, back in I think it was the 90s when they were showing stem cell research, stem cells used to only be able to be found from children in the womb. I think it was fetuses and so on. Now they can get a stem cell from your hair follicles, from your skin. You know, they can get stem cells from anything. So what's gonna happen is, a lot of men will start sharing each other's stem cells. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes to men, the way you look at a child, you know what I'm saying? You look at a child and you look at how strong and how dominant that child will be, is you always compare the child to the father. You know, you compare the child to the father, you know, You look at LeBron James, you're like, oh man, you know that's LeBron's son. Since he's LeBron's son, odds are he might be 6'3" to about 6'10". So, you know, men always compare the results to the man, and the only time a man will compare it to the mother is if the mother's very tall, or, you know, very tall, or, you know, larger. But for the most time, the average woman is 5'4". So a lot of times the scale is from the father. And what's gonna happen very soon, you're gonna see a lot of men once it happens. And I've been saying this for over 5 years, and like I've been saying, I've been dropping the black pill prophecy. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, 5 to 10 years from now, and people watch this channel, they'll be, man, Hold the Truth hostage was like a prophet. He had the beard. He had the beard and everything. If only his beard was a little longer and his beard was gray, you know, Hold the Truth hostage would look like a goddamn prophet. You know what I'm saying? He's been prophesizing stuff for over a good 4 to 5 years, and he's been accurate. You know what I'm saying? I was on Reddit saying that, you know, men will be protesting with the birth rate. Men will slow down and actually stop having children. And guess what? Over, you know, 5 years later, what are they reporting? Birth rate decline in the United States, worse than ever before. Men are protesting with their you know, not bringing their seed to the table anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I've been correct on that. So, you know, I've been predicting a lot of things, man, and I've said this on streams. What they'll be at, what they've done to women right now is they've made so many women narcissistic and basically pro-sex objects. You know, so many women are so positive and so pro being a sex object that very soon, once the government says, yeah, hey lady, you could have a child with just your stem cells. You don't even need an artificial womb or nothing. We just need a stem cell of you and your husband. And the women will be, oh wow, thank you. Now what this will do is it's going to create a large demand, because remember, a lot of women in their 40s, and this is why I say stem cell research is coming to have children, is that a lot of women in their 40s or late 30s that have run out of eggs, or they've frozen them and they don't work. There's over a 90% rate that frozen eggs do not work. A lot of these women are literally a multi-billion-dollar industry. Multi-billion-dollar industry. Freezing eggs is just, it doesn't have a great return. Now, if you could tell a woman, well, you know, don't worry about eggs. You don't need to worry about your eggs. You don't need to worry about even having a surrogate. You don't need to get a surrogate. All we need, ma'am, is your stem cells. We just need some of your DNA and your husband's DNA. We could splice them together, and bam, you got a child. You don't gotta worry about your body carrying the child. You don't gotta worry about that. You know what I'm saying? The women have been prepped. They've been prepared for this. You know, a lot of women are trying to have children late in their 30s when the complications are higher and all that. And, you know, freezing your eggs and ovaries and all that crap, it doesn't work. You know? So the next step's gonna be, they've already made women give up their position as women. You know, I gotta do a stream on it, but the narrative about when they're pushing, well, you can't really identify what a woman is. This narrative they've been pushing, man, it really goes back to the voting rights. The reason they're pushing this narrative of you can't really identify a woman is the voting rights. You know what I'm saying? And I'll go into detail on that when I do another stream, and somebody remind me. You know, anybody on the Discord remind me as well. But I'll be doing it. But there's the reason they're pushing this narrative that trannies are women too is it goes back to the voting rights. You know, just to touch up on it, really when the women accepted the voting rights to compete with men, it really altered their position from being women to being artificial men in the eyes of the government. So there's a lot I would have to unpack on that, but you know. But to go back to what I was saying is, and I've said this before, what they're gonna do, because men, we need to go to space, man. We need to conquer space. And in all honesty, space will most likely be what ends the wars. You know, it's that we need to conquer space. I mean, countries are already looking at asteroids where they said they're worth more than the entire Earth. There's an asteroid with nothing but gold and diamonds and all that crap. You know what I'm saying? The great new frontier is space. You know, because if you find gold, depending on where you find the gold, the territory, and so on, you might go to war for that. Like, what if you found gold that's between America and between Mexico, so right between them? You know what I'm saying? Which government will have claim to that gold? You know what I'm saying? So the new frontier is space, and what's gonna happen is they're gonna introduce stem cells, and all the women, I mean the majority of women now are so pro anti-woman, they're so pro self-destruction and devaluing themselves that they're ready for it. They're ready. And you know, most women's idols now are women that are in their 30s without children. That are saying, I've never been so happy. I found myself in being single, and you know what I mean? Being single and all that crap. So that's their idols. So what's gonna happen is, and you can look to it. Like I said, man, I'm the black pill prophet. You know what I'm saying? I gotta put the black pill prophet, because if I said I was a regular prophet, it would be very disingenuous, and you'd be able to prove it. You'd be able to say, oh, he's scamming. He's a scammer or something like that. Because if I'm not referencing the black pill, it means I'm not logically thinking about what I'm saying. But to drop the black pill prophecy on you, and you can look up, I've done a stream called the Black Pill Prophecy. You look it up if you want. You know what I'm saying? I always tell people, in the black pill, we're potentially 5 to, who knows, even over 20 years ahead. Everyone is playing catch up with the black pill content creator. They're siphoning our content. They're behind. They're below. They're beneath. They're beneath us, man. The black pill, we're looking down. I'm looking down at the red pillars. I'm looking down at the gray pillars. I'm looking down at the doomers. I'm looking down at the incels. I'm looking down at MGTOW. I'm looking down. Because at the black pill, man, nobody can keep up with us except another black pillar. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, the Casper pill, you know, whatever. No one can keep up with us, you know, except the almighty gold pillar, you know, the gold pillar who's evolved, man. You know, that's the goal for me. One day I'll be a gold pillar. I'll be there. But like I said, man, I'm looking down, because everyone else is beneath us, you know. You know what I'm saying? There's a line drawn. Who's superior and who's inferior? You know, that's why I call them the lesser pillars, you know. But I might have to change it from lesser to inferior pillars. You know, lesser has a better ring to it. Lesser pillar, it rhymes. It sounds better, you know. But basically, they're all beneath us, man. You know, and like I tell people, I've changed my because I've experienced it. I've told guys that, yo, the gray pill will outnumber the black pill, and I've seen it. I've seen guys that were black pilled go gray or go dark gray pillars. You know, the gray pills orbit the black pill. You know, if you're a part-time black pillar, you're gray pilled. Part-timer, you're gray pilled. And if the black pill has literally, the exposure to it has destroyed you and made you depressed and made you pro-self-destruction, you a dark gray pillar, and we got a lot of that. Then there's a lot of doomers orbiting the black pill, ender cells. You know, there's a lot. There's a lot going on, man. There's a lot going on. You know, but one thing that remains the same: if you're not black pilled, you're beneath us. You know, you're beneath us. We are, to use Dragon Ball Z, man, we are the Saiyan elites. We are the Saiyan elites, man. We are the Saiyan elites. In fact, man, we black pillars are really the Brolys, man. We the Brolys out here, man. We're the Brolys, man. You know what I'm saying? If you watch the original Broly movie, soon as Broly woke up, man, he was more powerful than every damn Saiyan, man. He was more powerful than King Vegeta. You know what I'm saying? Broly was more powerful than King Vegeta. And that's us, man. That's the black pill, man. We're a scarcity. You know, we're scarce. I keep telling people that. I used to tell guys the black pill is a rarity. No, rarity ain't worse than a scarcity. There is a scarce amount of black pillars, man. We're scarce. We're not a rarity. We're scarce. There ain't that many. You know what I mean? We're scarce, man. There's a scarcity of black pillars, man. You know what I'm saying? We're the scarcity, man. Or if you want it, we're the super minority. We're the less than 1%. We're less than 1%, man. This way of thinking is less than 1%. Less than 1% of men think this way, you know. That's why I'm not surprised when guys come, oh, I'm black pilled, and then all of a sudden something happens and they get emotional and, you know, they might bitch out or whatever. Then out of nowhere, they're not black pilled anymore, or they start applying emotions onto the black pill and really go gray pilled. I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all, because I've been saying this for over 3 years now, that the black pill, we're a rarity, or now I'm changing my tone, we're a scarcity. We're scarce. I've been telling guys, a lot of people watching this content, they're most likely red pilled and they need something new. You know what I'm saying? And they listen to the black pill and they can't be full time. They can't live the black pill lifestyle of this black pill way of thinking. It's a full time thing, man. It's not part time, it's full time. And it's ever evolving. You know what I'm saying? I shout out to the homie JP Hives. You know, when I updated the black pill to black pill 2.0, JP told me, nah, man, we got to keep going, man. Shout out to the homie JP, man. JP told me, nah, bro, we got to keep going, man. You can't stop here. You know, we got to keep updating. We got to keep evolving, man. Because science and technology is always evolving. And the black pill always got to keep evolving. And when I did that, now all of a sudden a lot of people are calling their stuff 2.0. You know, you hear Manosphere 2.0. You hear Red Pill 2.0. You hear all this updates now. I've been telling people, man, my content is being siphoned. You know what I'm saying? I've seen who watches my channel. I know the biggest channels are watching my channel, and their followers are watching my channel. And I know a lot of people got alt accounts. I've heard people with over 1,000 times my sub counts repeat my talking points word for word. You know what I'm saying? Word for word. You know, I've heard it, man. But you know, I'm not upset because I know how this ends, you know. A lot of red pillars that become gray pill due to exposure to the black pill think, oh man, I'm gonna steal some of Hold the Truth Hostage's talking points. I'm gonna say it openly, and I'm gonna keep stealing from him, and I'm gonna get more viewers. No, man. The black pill isn't like that, my brother. The black pill is like a plague. Once you as a red pillar start siphoning my content or black pill content and your viewers hear it, they're like, holy shit, man, this is something I've never heard before. Now they're gonna look for the source. Some will make it, you know, probably a good, I've seen an uptake in a channel, probably a good 20%. You know, a good amount of people come on, you know. Good amount of people come from the other channels, and I see who they follow, who they're sub to. They're sub to big red pill channels. And the thing is, the red pill is pretty much, it's dead. It's been dead, and the red pill is really the gray pill right now. It's the gray pill. Most guys are between the red pill and black pill. And what happens is when people steal my talking points, you know, they don't reference me, they don't credit anybody, they don't credit anybody. What happens is people start looking for that. They start looking for the source. And what a lot of people don't get is when you follow a YouTube channel, they recommend what they watch. You know what I'm saying? They recommend what they watch too. So next thing you know, you're on Hold the Truth Hostage. You're on my channel. You're like, man, I'm coming from a whole other channel. Like, how did I end up here? I guess the channel I follow watches. Then you watch me and you're like, holy shit, man. The channel I was watching, you know, the channel I was watching was only speaking about 5% of what Hold the Truth Hostage was talking about. Only 5% or less. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what this Hold the Truth Hostage is about, you know? Because I've seen my channel where I see videos I made over a year ago are getting traffic because people are searching through the channel like, holy shit, man. This guy streamed, and some people, they'll watch the streams or they'll watch the video content, you know? This is what the black pill does, man. That's why I'm not worried about people stealing the talking points, because what happens is a lot of these gray pillars don't get it. They don't understand, you know. These gray pillars don't get that when you start speaking the black pill and you're part-time, people are going to look for the full-time. They're going to look for the full-timers, man. And that's me. You know what I'm saying? They're going to look for the full-time black pillars. So you're literally putting the seed, you're implanting the black pill seed in their mind, because they'd watch let's say they watch a red pillar, let's say a so-called red pillar's channel. You're watching their channel, and they're like, yeah, man, you know, women look at, you know, it's looks, status, and money. You know, it's based on what the women interact with. They interact with, the first thing they interact with a man is his looks. Then the second thing they interact with is his status. Then the third thing they interact with is his resources, his money. And people are listening like, wow, this is new. And then that's where, then the guy's gonna say, well, you know, if you want to know how to master this and understand where you stand, go buy my course, or subscribe, or pay me, or you know, consult with me. And people are like, man, let me look let me look for this talking point, man. Let me look for this looks, status, money. You're gonna say, let me look for this looks, status, money. And it's gonna lead you to my channel where I covered looks, status, money for over 3 hours. In fact, I'm the one who invented the term looks, status, money. I had to fix it. I had to fix it from the original Black Pill, Black Pill 1.0. Black Pill 1.0 told you it's looks, money, status. And being black pilled, I looked at it and I said, nah, that order doesn't make sense. That order doesn't make sense because based on the order of interaction, it's gonna be your looks, status, money, not looks, money, status. That doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make sense in the order of operation and interaction. So it's gonna lead you to my channel. That's why a lot of these gray pillar channels think, well, we're stealing this guy's content, we're stealing this guy's talking points, it's gonna help our channel. But no, it doesn't. It only leads you to the black pill anyway. It's gonna lead people to my channel and channels that are similar, or channels that are covering the way I talk. It's gonna lead you to the web. It's gonna lead you to the scarcity. It's gonna lead you to the black pill, the black pill 3.0, or as we're in 4.0 now. It's gonna lead you to my channel and anybody that associates with me and talks like me. You know what I'm saying? Because, we all know the gray pill, it's part-time. They can't give you the full time. They can't give you the black pill in full, They're part-time. They can't take it, So this is what happens, man. This is what happens. So it leads you to my channel anyway, And a lot of channels, I got to fix something with YouTube. I got to fix the AdSense account. Because YouTube is giving me a problem. I gotta fix that. But the thing is, man, I remember when Smash TV got monetized. I congratulated them. You know what I'm saying? And I put a super chat when I can. And I support it because, man, this is what they feared. I remember when MD's channel got monetized out of nowhere, and I was talking to MD, and I told him, like, yo, now you're monetized, the true evil will show. The true enemies and people that are antagonistic, they will come after you. Because now you're doing something they've always said that couldn't be done. And that's that people are willing to pay and donate and support the black pill creator. You know what I'm saying? One of the biggest things the red pillars always loved, the people that came after Smash TV when he was MGTOW Dictionary, you got all the red pillars, your Fresh and Fits, your Fresh and Fit, your Rollo Tomasi's, your Richard Cooper's. I won't mention someone else because that man doesn't deserve to be mentioned. Anyone that's stalking people's children doesn't deserve any more coverage. They're just a piece of garbage. That should be buried in that should be handled by the law, by the court of law. But they came after Smash TV. They came after MD, and I was talking to MD, and I told him, yo, man, they're going to come after you heavy now. You're going to get a lot of infiltration because now you're messing with their money. You're proving, remember, we're in a highly consumeristic society. We're in a very consumeristic society. And when I was talking to MD, and I was like, yo, MD, man, this is dope. This is great. Congratulations. This is amazing, brother. This is great. Now people that want to support your channel can support it. But not only that, but people that have questions that they don't want to get lost in the live chats can now super chat, to get your attention so you can answer these questions, But most importantly, man, it's going to prove to those red pillars that one of their biggest talking points was, look, man, y'all black pillars, ain't nobody would be willing to support or put money into this, because the way it works in a consumeristic society is that people agree with you based on how much money they're spending. So whenever they would troll, they would troll Smash TV, MGTOW Dictionary. When they would troll them, they would always bring up money, because there was no way that, due to the fact that at the time MD's channel wasn't monetized, they always had that on MD. They could say, yo, MD, man, Smash TV, MGTOW Dictionary, you guys are just a bunch. They would say the most negative things, and they would say, you guys ain't making no money. You know what I'm saying? Nobody agrees with this. It's just a bunch of broke losers. And then they saw MGTOW Dictionary's channel getting monetized and getting super chats, and they lost their mind. They lost their mind, man. A lot of people that were there to infiltrate, started backstabbing, started promoting, Docs and MD, Docs and Scribe, because they saw the money in guys speaking more honestly. Speaking at a point of honesty they can't keep up with. They won't dare go that path. So, out of nowhere, MD gets a lot of backstabbers and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because now that MGTOW Dictionary's channel and Smash TV was monetized, they no longer had any advantages. And they no longer could say, well, y'all don't do this, y'all don't do that. Nobody would ever support the black pill from a monetization perspective live. Because, MD was selling his books. He was selling his books on Amazon. He was selling his books, but those books were sold through Amazon. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't during his live stream. You couldn't see it live on YouTube when someone purchased the book. So all the red pillars, your Fresh and Fits, your Rational Male, Rollo Tomasi's, and Undead Chronics, anybody that had a problem with MGTOW Dictionary could always point out that, hey man, y'all don't got nobody will put money into this, So if no one's willing to put money behind your words, it doesn't mean anything. So once MGTOW Dictionary went monetized, once it got monetized, then out of nowhere, everybody couldn't hide anymore. Anybody that was planning to infiltrate, anybody that had a level of jealousy, hatred, they all came out at full blast. It was basically like, his channel getting, the black pill being monetized was like light to the vampires. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't hide no more. They couldn't hide no more. And they got exposed. That their jealousy, the jealousy and anger, I won't mention no names. The names don't need to be told. The results are already here. So, you know what I'm saying? Once he started getting money, man, once Smash TV got monetized, then we gotta declare war. Then it became, well, now we gotta attack them. Now we can't bring up nobody would sponsor or support this with money live. Nobody. But now he's getting sponsored, he's getting support, he's getting money. So now we gotta attack. We have to divide and break up, divide his group. We gotta get guys to join on our side to attack him. We gotta now it's about destroying the Smash TV. It's about destroying it and ending it, because if it's allowed to exist, and keep getting monetized, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna draw attention from the mainstream. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna draw attention from the mainstream and other channels. You see, before before Scribe and MD got monetized, other channels, yeah, they were seeing, the views on Smash TV. They were seeing, oh man, MD is averaging over 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 views. He's averaging all these views, but people think it could be bots. People might say, oh, it might be bots. That's why he's getting these views. They might say, oh, it was bots. So all the channels that were making money will be like, man, I got no money. There's no money I could make with a Smash TV or a MGTOW dictionary. I can't make money with it. So I won't collaborate with them. I wouldn't collab with them. I wouldn't collaborate with them because there's no money. I risk losing money in my channel. But now that MGTOW dictionary or Smash TV, now that Smash TV is monetized, it becomes viable. It becomes viable for other people to collaborate, potentially work with them, and see that they can make some money. Because, we're in a very hyper consumeristic society. If no one's consuming your content from a point of money and making money, then it doesn't have value. So now they saw that, Smash TV was viable and it was making money. Now they have to destroy that channel. They got to destroy it by any means necessary. Now it's about complete obliteration and destruction and division. Divide the whole channel, constantly attack like they've never done before, because the major fear of the black pill is what happens when the black pill becomes commercially viable. What happens when people want to pay for the black pill? What happens when the black pill becomes marketable? You could actually make a living with it. People want to pay for this type of content. People want to spend their money on it. Well, it makes anybody that isn't black pilled obsolete. It makes them obsolete. And they're terrified of that. They're terrified of that. Because the black pill, we're basically the controversial take. The media's tried to destroy us, saying, oh, all these black pillars are incels. They don't have any real life experience or nothing like that. They've been trying to demonize it from the mainstream media. The red pillars are trying to demonize it, because if the black pill becomes commercially viable, and I mean the needle gets moved, a lot more, Smash TV moved the needle. If the needle gets moved, then all the scammers, they can't make any more money. Because everything they talk about, the black pill literally debunks. It debunks everything. How you gonna make money selling people dating courses? How you gonna make money selling people cope and hope? You know what I'm saying? The best part of waking up is a cope in your cup. Let me say that one more. The best part of waking up is cope in your cup. Coping, yeah. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? Instead of Mountain Dew, Mountain Cope. You know what I'm saying? Mountain Cope. Diet Cope. You know what I'm saying? Instead of Folgers, Copers. Copers. You want a steaming hot cup of Cope. Drink yourself from Copers. You know, so that's the fear, man. That is the fear. That is why, you know, they took so much pride in dividing. It's like I said, the black pill is a scarcity. There ain't that many channels truly making black pill content. There ain't that many. You know what I'm saying? It's probably, when it comes to the black pill, I'd probably say less than 10 channels. It's most likely probably less than 7 channels are actually black pill channels. That's how much of a scarcity there is of the black pill, man. It's extremely scarce. There aren't that many black pill channels, you know. Because a black pill channel, you won't see men getting over emotional. You won't see men promoting that it's over for you. You know, you should end yourself. You won't see that. The black pill is literally scientific and mathematical. You know what I'm saying? Scientific, mathematical, and highly, extremely, completely loyalty, logic absolutist. You know, it's logic absolutist, man. So there ain't that many black pill channels. In my honest opinion, I think there's probably I'd say less than 5. There's probably less than 5 black pill channels, in all honesty. If you think about it, if you gauge it based on the parameters I've told you about, that it has to be about absolute logic. You know what I'm saying? Absolute logic. It's got to be anti-emotional when it comes to your reasons. Your reasoning can't be driven by emotion. You know what I'm saying? Everything has to come from an absolute logical perspective. You know what I'm saying? So the black pill is a very rare, it's a scarcity. There ain't that many. Like I said, I personally think there's less than 5. There's probably less than 5 black pill channels. You know, a lot of gray pill channels out there. You know, there's a lot of gray pill channels. And there's a lot of closeted channels orbiting. The black pill is orbited by the worst of the worst, man. You know what I'm saying? The worst of the worst orbit the black pill. Because if you get the wrong channel pretending to be black pilled, you might end up a doomer. You might end up trying to hurt yourself. You might end up giving up on your existence. You might want to delete yourself. You might want to get surgery, plastic surgery, bone lengthening. You know what I'm saying? You might want to get face ratings from closeted men. You know what I'm saying? Men in the closet. So black pill is orbited by worst of the worst. The red pill is usually orbited by scammers. A lot of scammers and, you know, falsely traditional men. And, of course, the closet. You know, you can't avoid the closet. But, you know, like I said, man, there's a lot going on. You know, I won't keep people too long, but, you know, the channel's gonna be evolving, man. And, like, it's gonna be evolving. I'm gonna try to do more content. I'm gonna start doing more cell phone videos. That way I can keep the content going. Because one of the problems with live streaming is you kind of get addicted to that format of, yeah, I'm just going to live stream. I'm just going to stream for 5. I'm going to stream for potentially 3 to 8 hours 1 week. And then I'll stream again probably 2 weeks later or whatever. It, you know, makes your channel stagnant. You know, so I'm going to get on that. I'm going to start doing a lot more type of content, you know, as we get towards 600. I got some plans, and like I said, I want to thank everybody for being on here. I want to shout out to the homie C.1. Shout out to the homie Spec.streaming, you know what I'm saying? Me and Spec did some streams on stereo. I gotta get back on stereo too. Shout out to Spec, you know, shout out to the homie JP Hives. You know, shout out to I chopped it up with David Little. We gonna be doing something. You know, shout out to the homie, you know, Kalala. Me and Kalala working on something. We're gonna be working on a book, you know, based on Conan 19, the Destroyer. You know, shout out to a lot of the homies, man. Shout out to Pars. You know, shout out to the homie Shadowback. You know, shout out to Blaxican. I'll be chopping it up with him. You know, he's, you know what I mean, he be dropping some of the, letting me know about the gold. We be talking about the gold pill and what's going on. You know, shout out to a lot of the homies, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to, you know, Smash TV. We chopped it up here and there. You know what I mean? We you know, people grow, man. People grow and, you know what I'm saying? You know, people grow and do their things separately or individually, whatever. You know, it's all good. It's all respect. You know what I mean? It's all respect. It is what it is. You know, but you know, we building, man. I'm gonna start doing a lot more content. I'm gonna even get back to the music. I got some stuff I plan to do. I was waiting for something. Shout out to David Little. We might be dropping some tracks very soon. You know, there's a lot of plans, man, when we reach that 600. But like I said, man, there's a major fear going on. You know, the fear of the black pill becoming commercialized, being consumer friendly. And what I mean by that is that people paying money and participating in the black pill. Because the thing about the black pill, like I tell a lot of people, man, online, is that I don't know you. You know, you don't know me, I don't know you. We've never met in person. All we know about each other is this black pill. And once you step away from the black pill, you know what I'm saying, you start showing that you're no longer black pilled, or you're you know, you could be gray pilled. You know, if you're gray pilled and honest, if you're open about it, I can respect that. I can respect the part-time black pillar. If you're open and honest and you're like, you know what, dude, I'm gray pilled, man. That's what I am, bro. I just can't be a full-time black pillar. I just can't be full-time, so I can't be a black pillar, but I'm gray pilled. If you open about it, cool. I don't got no problem with a gray pillar that's open, you know. You know, I just don't deal with dark gray pillars. The dark gray pill is it's a very dangerous thing. You don't want to deal with people that are promoting depression and deletion, you know. But like I said, man, we're on our way. And you know, a while back I said, you know what? I said a while back that the black pill would never go mainstream. You know, I said it'd go mainstream in talking points, because a lot of people take our talking points and, you know, they'll take our talking points and you know, monetize it and be gray pilled about it, and they're not black pilled at all. They're just gray pillars, or in the closet, you know, Destiny, the closet of Destiny, you see that one, you know. But I think, you know, after thinking about what Smash TV has accomplished, and, you know, even myself, you know, I've accomplished getting all these bigger channels watching us and siphoning our content, you know, watching me and all that. Yeah, I think the black pill, especially now that, you know, Kevin Samuels, you know, I've been had a rest in peace stream for Kevin Samuels and the red pill. But now, as Andrew Tate has proven me correct, I predicted the arrival of Andrew Tate with the silver pill. The silver pillar is a guy that's from the domestic land, goes overseas, then comes back to profit off of falsifying misery and saying that the domestic misery is the global misery. I predicted Andrew Tate would arrive over 2 years ago. I predicted his ilk would come. You know what I'm saying? You would have guys that, your Andrew Tates, and now Andrew Tate with the charges that are filed on him, and he was the action hero of the red pill. Andrew Tate, he's a former karate man. He's a fighter. Andrew Tate, get your action figure right now. Sold by Manosphere. Andrew Tate comes with red pill grip. You know what I'm saying? But, he's been proven to be in the closet. Side effects might include closet. You know what I'm saying? But it's coming, man. It's coming, dude. But like I said, man, there's a lot of big things in the works. So like I said, I want to thank everybody for the support, the respect, and we gonna keep building. And we're gonna hit that 600, and I plan to do a lot more content, a lot more. And very soon I'll be announcing a new series called 5 Minutes or Less. 5 minutes or less. I'll start dropping content that's 5 minutes or less, and you'll be able to participate by sending me some questions on the Discord, and I'll try to answer 5 minutes or less, or give my thoughts on it. 5 minutes or less. Because, after thinking about things, I think it's going to be a very black-pilled 2024. Because if Andrew Tate goes to jail, and it's showing that he might be going to jail anyway. And, he's falsified. He was worth 100 mil. Turns out he's worth like 10 million. Then he's the top G, but he's still in Romania doing some stupid things, disrespecting that country. Once the top G falls down, who are they going to have now? You know what I'm saying? Who are the so-called red pill consumers gonna have? Jordan Lee Peterson? Jordan Lee Peterson is all they gonna have. That's gonna tell them to clean their room. Clean their room, and eventually raise a single mom as, have a single mom as your daughter. Clean your room. So Jordan Lee Peterson, once Andrew Tate falls, that will be the new hero. Jordan Lee Peterson, you could follow him now, comes with a whole cleaning your room kit. Jordan Lee Peterson's 12 rules to clean your room. You gotta follow the 12. You gotta follow the 12 rules and clean your room, and once you clean your room, you'll have a better life. This is who, so it is what it is, man. Now, it is what it is, not what it should be. Say that once more. It is what it is, not what it should be. Because once Andrew Tate falls, man, once the top G falls, all that will be left with, Jordan Lee Peterson. And because of Andrew Tate, the red pill has become oversaturated with a standard that you got to be in there as some type of millionaire and a guy that's coming from overseas. Meaning Andrew Tate is literally the definition that the red pill is a scam. When a guy that lives overseas can come to dominate your whole talking points, it's a scam. A guy who left America comes back to scam. He was like, I was in Romania, and I saw the money that guys were getting, spitting all this red pill stuff, and I said, let me go there and make some money. And that's the biggest idol of the red pillars now, a guy from overseas. Well, man, it's hold the truth hostage, where if the truth was so important, we wouldn't negotiate with lies. We would hold the truth hostage. Peace.
They said the truth won't survive beside the lies that maintain the decaying faith.